Yo, oh my God. What you're seeing right now is unprecedented. It's never happened before. That is a clarification of what unprecedented means. That's right. I am doing this figure update ahead of schedule. Have you ever seen that in this channel's history? I dare you to find out. No, I don't, because I know it hasn't. I run this channel. Yeah, that's right. I'm doing this. This is August 2019 figure update. As of right now, it's still, July. But, we have this kind of like post-Comic-Con dead zone. Well, it's not really a dead zone, but it's quiet before the other big projects start taking shape. So I thought, might as well do this now, get it done, because it's only going to get crazier later, and it's going to pop, because I got a lot of good stuff here. Some of it is rare antiquities. Some of it is Comic-Con exclusive stuff. So that'll be good. I will say I thought this year was a little bit duddier in terms of the convention exclusives, like at Comic-Con and whatnot. Maybe that's just me, because I felt like last year they owned my life. Like, there were so many things that I wanted. This year I kind of felt like, I don't know, there's like a lot of stuff in a weird stasis. Like, there's a new Star Wars coming, so there was like one thing from that, but there's a lot of things in a weird stasis. And a lot of the exclusives were like more Ninja Turtles and more Alien. Like, how many times can you do Alien? Okay, there's an alien. Oh, get away from the alien, Ripley. Don't play with that. Just like, how many times can we do that? That being said, I'm going to show you a new Boba Fett in a second, so you'll probably ask me the same thing, but whatever. There's still some good stuff here, so don't go thinking you're not going to see some good stuff. You are. A lot of these exclusives, I had to go through great lengths to get, because some of them now, when you go to Comic-Con, some exclusives are behind like a ticketing system, like, oh, sign up with your badge ID and you can fucking get a chance to buy all this stuff. I can't do that because I'm an exhibitor at the show, so I'm not eligible or something. I don't know, but I had some people get these things for me. Some of them I bought, some of them were gifts, and I want to say thank you. But regardless, they are all here now. Let's get to it. And this is the first one, Tamashii Nations. They do the Figuarts exclusives. And it used to be you could just walk up to their booth and buy this stuff. And again, now it's got to be like you have to win a lottery to go see them. It is like overthought. In a minute, I'll show you an exclusive from NECA. Those guys got it right. Like, they just set up their booth and they take cash, and they want you to have it ready by the time you walk up. It's like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Oh, you're taking too long. I'm moving on. Okay, yeah. I'd rather have that than like some lottery system. I don't know. But I had good people hook me up here. This is Ultimate Gohan. Now, you might be going, oh, they already did Ultimate Gohan. Why do you have that? Why did you get that? Rocco, stop. You already got... Well, first of all, let me just say, the exclusive packaging on some of these figures is really cool. I like this, like, blown out kind of color. It's almost like Sin City kind of situation. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like the graphic design. Anyway, this is Gohan. Why do you have that? Okay, because this is a con exclusive Gohan. Okay, so back off. Why is it con exclusive? Because if you notice in there, if you look in there, he's got a Super Saiyan head. And it's all like shiny and glittery. Like, he's got like, he's got the gold Super Saiyan hairstyle going, which they never included before. That makes it con exclusive. That's all you need to call it a con exclusive, is a different head. But I believe, now all you Dragon Ball nuts out there, you tell me, but wasn't it canon in the show that Gohan, once he got older like this and he became like ultimate whatever, he couldn't go Super Saiyan anymore. Like, all his latent energy came out. So in the recent Frieza movie, he goes Super Saiyan as an adult, and I think that actually like broke canon. Like, it didn't make sense in the story. And I think the creator, Akira Toriyama, said, oops, I forgot he couldn't go Super Saiyan. And so this was actually technically a mistake. Am I crazy? Did I make that up? Because I saw this and I thought, oh, it's got the Super Saiyan head. That's actually like not correct. And then in the show, I think they like removed this. Like they didn't have him do it. I might be making that whole thing up. So you tell me. But anyway, go on. When he's like an adult like that, I always thought was so badass. So I had to get that. Whatever. Pretty cool figure. This was the one I really wanted from Tamashii Nations. Was original Dragon Ball Goku. They did a figure arts of little Goku before, but he was in his like later like orange gi or whatever. This is the OG like blue outfit that he has like in the beginning of the show. Now I've been seeing a lot of people that saw this exclusive and they were like, oh, they're selling Dragon Ball GT Goku. That's not educate yourself, okay? Please. This is not GT Goku. Look on the package. That's the original Dragon Ball logo. It doesn't say GT on there. He does he does become a kid and puts a blue outfit on in GT. That's irrelevant to the conversation. This is what he looks like at the beginning of the original show. Okay, so, read a book. Crack a fucking manga. What are you doing? Shit, I thought I knocked over the camera for a second. Okay, so that's Dragon Ball stuff. There's always some cool stuff. But, I will say this, though. It kind of cheapens it a little bit. Not cheapens it, but they just say now event. Tell me if this matters to you. Am I being a baby here? And you tell me. Event color exclusive. And that's all it says on it. But like right here, I have last year's exclusive. This is Vegito blue. And I like that it actually had the Comic-Con logo on it. You know what I mean? That makes it feel a little more legit in terms of like, oh yeah. And even the background is like the Comic-Con logo. I don't know if you could see that. And I thought that was really cool. And to me, I know that they're going to sell these at a million different events now. It's not just Comic-Con, but I kind of like it when it's got like the logo. I don't know. That's just me. Take it for what it is. Okay, so now Hasbro, they had some exclusives this year. Hasbro is always, at Comic-Con, they're always a gigantic hassle. Again, you used to have to like wait at the docks outside of Comic-Con at like 4 a.m. to like get a ticket so that you could wait in line later to get the thing. It was like, I'm not dealing with that. I don't have time in my life for that. Now they're part of this online lottery system, but again, I didn't deal with any of that. I bullshitted my way through the whole thing. So, all right. First exclusive, this was generously received. I had a man on the inside. So this is Boba Fett. Now, I bet you never seen that guy before. Who's that? Yeah, you're probably going, who? Anyway, I thought this was kind of dope. They did an exclusive Boba Fett in like the old style card. Like it's a bigger Boba Fett, 6-inch scale, whatever. But in the vintage card, and it's metallic, kind of looks cool. Okay, but he's in like the old color scheme, like that's like the old toy color scheme, which I thought looked really cool. And this is one that I would actually like maybe like keep in the box because a lot of these I open, but this might be cool to actually like keep it in the box and hang it up. Kind of looks cooler that way. But anyway, that's Boba Fett. Whoop-de-doo, Boba Fett. You've seen it. Now this a little more special. This is Star Wars Black Series. What they do is whenever there's a new Star Wars movie, they like to do like the first figure from that new movie. They'll do it at Comic-Con. And I thought this was kind of cool. So I don't always get these, but I thought this was kind of dope. I say what you will about Star Wars, the most jaded you could possibly be about it, whatever. But I will say every time they show a new trooper, like, oh, this new movie, there's going to be a dirt trooper. There's going to be a beach trooper. I get giddy just like I was like fucking 12 again. Like that gets me every time. Like, there's a new trooper. This one's red. Why does it always get me? So they showed for the first time, the Sith trooper, this red, like grooved stormtrooper. So it got me. So that was the exclusive this year was they did Black Series. This is actually kind of a cool package. So look at that. Actually, I should say, my family came to Comic-Con this year, and they saw this at the booth, and my dad went, "Ooh, did you get Star Wars cologne?" So I just thought that was kind of funny. You know, I don't know, the box does kind of, I don't know. Anyway, this packaging is kind of cool. You slide it out. Oh, there's Mr. Sith Trooper himself. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a plastic window over this. Like, the figure's is loose. Or, well, not loose, but just kind of weird. But then, oh, look at this display. Oh, look. The weapons. Oh, look. I'm gonna do that. Oh, look. All the different weapons. What are these weapons? He's got like a little like trash picker-upper thing. So I guess the Sith, they're anti-littering. I guess they don't want the galaxy to be dirty when they take it over. But anyway, there's a bunch of guns. Whatever. Anyway, thought that was kind of dope. Oh, shit. No, this went in like too far. Okay, so that's that. But the Sith Trooper does look cool. I mean, if you look at that, like the grooves in his suit and stuff. But again, the way they put him in, they made him look like he's dead. He looks like fucking Lilith on the cross in Evangelion. But anyway, it's just weird. There's kind of no window over him. But anyway, cool exclusive. I thought, you know, for the first figure of that movie. Now. The big thing that Hasbro had that I needed, I had to hunt this down. There was no way I was not going to get this. Whoops, shit. Is they did a Power Rangers exclusive. This is the first year that Hasbro had owned Power Rangers. And they had an exclusive. And it is the Red Ranger, Gold Ranger box set. As you know, if you're an insider on the show, Jason was the original Red Ranger, and then he became the Gold Ranger later. Well, an alien was the Gold Ranger, and then he was dying, and he needed to transfer his powers to somebody, and it went to Jason. So, okay, there's your recap. Okay, you should have already known that, but anyway, so this box set, I'm going to pop that off. Boom. And you get I mean, this packaging is so well done. Look at that. I'm going to slide that across. It actually opens. Okay, this can be very tricky sometimes. Okay. All right, so those are off there. Look at that. Boom. You get, these are what they're calling the Lightning Collection. The Lightning Collection, yeah. That's their, like, line of, like, really deluxe vintage characters, you know, from Power Rangers. And so they got Red Ranger in the Dragon Shield, you know, Green Ranger. Spoiler, he lost his powers, gave his shield to Jason. You know, there was a whole arc where he was like wearing that around now and then. So that's their classic moment. And then Gold Ranger from Power Rangers Zeo is there, and you could see them both in big detail on the back. Ooh. These are nice figures. That, I think, is the nicest Gold Ranger figure they've ever released. They did a really good job with that. And it doesn't look like fucking butterscotch like the Bandai one that came out a year or two ago. When Bandai did theirs a year or two ago, they cheaped out on the plastic. So like this, it's actually like glittering gold, you know? And then the one Bandai did, it was seriously like yellow plastic. Like it looked like somebody shit out butterscotch on this poor boy, you know? It just, oh, terrible. But anyway, they did a good job, and it came with civilian heads, which is still kind of a new thing. Like, this is what Hasbro's doing, is they're giving them like the head of a teenager. That sounded really weird in that context, but they did good. But the heads kind of look odd. Like Jason looks like sick. Like he's like, they removed my head. You know, like just yeah, the smiling one maybe looks a little better, but I don't know, he just looks kind of sickly. But it's kind of cool. It comes with a power blaster too, which you can they combine all their weapons and all that stuff, and they can use those. Dragon Dagger is in here. I don't know, I think they did a good job. I think these are really good figures. It's kind of trickier than you might think, though, getting these back on. Like when you try to slide it back on, doesn't go all the way. Well, I guess it just did. You know, now that I'm complaining about it live on camera, yeah, look, it went together right away. You don't know how many times I've struggled with that when I wasn't on camera. And now you all are going to laugh at me like, oh, seems pretty easy to me, Rocco. Okay, it was hard. It was hard before, okay? So don't harass me about this. Now put that back together. You can take out the figures and just have that display behind it. I just think that is wonderful. Wonderful. There was one more Star Wars thing I wanted to show. This wasn't at the Hasbro booth. I think this was at Entertainment Earth or something. I think it's coming to Target, but they were selling it first at Comic-Con and with a special sticker on it, you know, that they won't put on it when it goes to Target, you know, so that makes it an exclusive. Get out of here. But I did think this was cool. Darth Vader prototype edition is a vintage Darth Vader figure. They're putting all these vintage like original mold Star Wars figures out in stores, and I thought that was kind of cool. But this one is a prototype, and what they would do is when they were just not printing them out, but molding and creating prototypes of figures, they would use whatever resin was just in the machine, or you know, they didn't care what color it came out. They just wanted to have it to look at it. And that's what they did here. No two are kind of alike. Like, you know, if you buy anybody else who buys one of these, the colors won't be the same. It's whatever kind of resin they have. So I thought that was kind of cool. Just, you know, a little thing, but I thought that was kind of a neat exclusive. Okay. There was an exclusive thing I guess they always do this. Nickelodeon has a booth at Comic-Con, and they sell like the Nick box. Oh, look, it's the Nick box. And it's a bunch of Nickelodeon stuff, like it's 50 or 60 bucks, and they give you a bunch of like knickknacks from old Nickelodeon shows. Like, oh, here's an apron from Ren and Stimpy. Oh, here's coasters from this. All right, fine. Most of that stuff I don't want, but there's usually like one item I want. So I you know, and they're hard to get, so I didn't want to go through all that, but there was one item I had to get, and I got the hookup here. Fortunately, I didn't have to get the Nick box to get this, but from the Adventures of Pete and Pete, they actually made a figure of Mr. Tasty. Now, I don't know if like a lot of people watching this are going to be like, oh, hell yeah, that's cool. Or if there's going to be a lot of people going, who the hell is Mr. Tasty? But in the show, every summer, they would wait for the ice cream guy to show up. And it was a guy in this like ice cream cone head. So you could actually see it on the back. There was one summer like he didn't show up or what? It's been a long time since I watched the special. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. But this, yeah, I never thought they would do a figure of that character. So I had to get this. Thankfully, someone came to my rescue and I didn't have to deal with that bullshit. Okay. So, oh, you know what? I have another Comic-Con exclusive. Thank you to the fine folks at NECA for this one. It came in this nice bag, by the way. You could see it behind me. It's got the TV station from the original Turtles movie. Now, I say this all the time, but I don't really collect a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff. Like, man, I was really into it as a kid, but I lost interest after that. However, oh no, it's falling. However, when it's stuff from the 1989 movie, or whatever year it came out, movie, oh my god, like the 1989 movie was like is still a mind blower to me. Like on a technical level, the cinematography is actually really good. Go watch it if you haven't seen it in a while or haven't seen it at all. It's this dark old movie with some good ass Jim Henson puppetry in it. It's really good. I really maintain that movie works. The sequels were a little more kiddie, and when I was a kid, I loved them. But the original 1989 movie is really like just still like is kind of inspiring a little bit. So anyway, anytime they do something for that, I'm all over it. This bag that they gave has the TV station from that movie, but it's vandalized by the Foot Clan. Which, okay, cool. That's good. You know, that's what you want. But anyway, they did a box set last year of 7-inch versions of all the turtle figures, which I already have like giant versions of. But it was cool they did 7-inch versions of all of them. This year, they completed the collection. And they did this box. And it's got, you know, this is the, what is that? What do they call that? The dogi or whatever it is of the Foot Clan. Like the Foot Clan would wear these things on their heads. And let's see if I can slide this out of here. They finally did this, and I had to get it. But this set is the Shredder. It's got 2 foot soldiers. You can see it a little better on here. Shredder, 2 foot soldiers, and for the first time, Splinter from the 1989 movie, which everyone wanted, like a real Splinter. That's so cool. Anyway, yeah, Shredder, all of it looks so good. NECA has been killing it with their turtle stuff. And like I said, anything from this movie, I had to do it. So yeah, it looks really, really good. They nailed it with Splinter, all the accessories and all that. It comes with a rack of weapons. I don't know if they were going to like torture him. It's kind of hard to see. I know it's reflective, whatever, but man, they did such a good job with that. Man, they killed it. This is supposed to be from the scene where they've captured Splinter, and he's like tied to a fence, and they're all kind of like yelling at him and whatnot. I don't know. No, they carry him off the fence, I think. I don't know what they do. It's been a long time. Okay. So those are really cool. I think, you know, if you don't think so, save it. All right. This was a little treat I got myself here. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opened at Disneyland, and they had so much new cool stuff that I had to pace myself. I couldn't get all the stuff I wanted right away. So every time I go, I like to get another little thing there, and, you know, whatever, just incrementally. And so this is a collection I'm building, and I'm not quite there yet, but I was dying to get this, and I finally did. This is a little treat to myself. They are actually selling the full-scale chess monsters. Like in the original Star Wars, when they turn on the little hologram chess table, you know what I'm talking about? There are little claymation creatures. They are finally selling the actual chess pieces. I guess it's not actually called chess. It's called Dejaric. So I'm sorry about that for all you Dejaric nuts out there. But anyway, so there are actually two sets. So you slide that off, and it's in a nice box. And look at this presentation. Look at this. Look at this presentation. Oh, look. That is dope. Come on. I have to say what you will about Galaxy's Edge or whatever. Maybe it's your thing. Maybe it's not. I really think this has the best park merchandise of any theme park I've ever been to. Everything I've got there has just been like such high quality, thoughtful presentation kind of stuff. But anyway, you open this up, there they are. I'll slide one out here. And these are like, I don't know how to describe them. They're not made of stone, but they're made out of very hard, like, material. Like, they feel really legit. Like a statue, you know, I'm almost dropping it, but you know, like what a statue would be made out of. You know, I don't know what you would call that, but you know, there's that guy. These guys have names too, by the way, I guess. So what's that guy's name? Let's find out. Kintan Strider. Okay, obviously. Kintan Strider. There you go. Remember that guy? He's like clubbing somebody over the head. This is... Wait, hold on. This is... Okay. Ngok. I don't know how you pronounce that, but there's Ngok. I think I pronounced it right. Okay, and now this dude's got a weapon too. His name is Monarch. Did George Lucas personally name all these things, or was it like his crew? I don't know. And then this one is Hugix. These are all the creatures on that thing. I was like floored when I found out they were going to have this. Absolutely killed me. Hugix. Anyway, yeah, blown away by that. So there's another set too. I'll have to look into it and get it some other time. There's a second set with all the rest of them that has like the big lizard head dude with a club, and I don't know what his name is. It's probably something like Bebop, Rocksteady. That's Ninja Turtles. We're not going to talk about that. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't think there is any more. Okay. So if you wanted to see more, I'm sorry. Here's a hologram guy from Prometheus, but that's not an exclusive. So there's no point in even showing that. That's not even from this year. It's from like 5 years ago. So what are we even talking about? Here's I Want to Hold Your Hand on Blu-ray. That's not even a figure. So why are we talking about it? Here's an ABC show. Here's an ABC show. That's it.